Hello, truckers and adventurers. Welcome back to RoadCraft on the new DLC Reclaimed expansion. We're on the second map. The first map, we got about 83% done. We got the main quest done there. And the last time I streamed this, we came over to the second map, did a little bit of exploring, got maybe like a job or two done. But that's about it. To start off today, there is a road that we need to get built. So we're going to get started on that. I already got the dump truck over here. And I want you to get started on laying the dirt here, if you could, please. While you're doing that, I'm going to go back over to the garage. And I got to get now the other equipment here as well. Yep, deploy that. Good to go. So hopefully everyone had, hopefully everyone had a nice weekend. Appreciate you being here for a little bit of RoadCraft today. Won't be as long as the streams that I've been doing for Farmers Dynasty 2 today, so... But I hope to get a good amount done here on this map. Kind of get going. Maybe try to get another garage up and going today. Should be kind of my focus, the main thing I want to get done. But for starters, like I said, we'll start off with this road right here. Hello, John. Welcome. Hope your weekend was well. Yeah, the other thing I got to get on here is the scraper. I don't know. There appears to be sand everywhere, but I don't know what sand is sand, if that makes sense, for picking up for the dump truck. We'll find out how far this dump truck goes. It's probably going to run out of sand before it finishes up this road. And I'll have to get the scraper out. Because I don't have a sand pit open that I'm aware of. So just a one-lane road here. You had a good weekend? That's nice to hear. Hopefully your Monday is going just as well, too. Yeah, it looks like the truck is going to be out of sand right there. Alright, so we're going to have to get the scraper out to find out where I can get some sand for the dump truck. I don't think I unlocked a sand pit anywhere yet on this map. Now let's get this off the road. Alright, park it up. Alright, let's go back to the garage. I don't know what category that truck is actually under. Well, it shouldn't be under logging. It's not a crane. Is it under this category? That's a semi-truck. Where is that truck? Oh, right here. Actually, I got two scrapers. Oh, just deploy either one. Don't matter. Alright, wherever I find sand, we'll give it a shot. I know it sounds kind of weird when I'm on a sand map when I say, wherever I find sand, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, not all sand is created equally. so there's kind of some sand here, but is this gonna count? I have no idea. It's unfolding. That is considered sand. All right, well then this dump truck should be... That's not in range of that truck? That truck is just right there. I thought that truck had a pretty good range on it. Let's see if I go over to... yeah, so it's not... I mean, it's a pretty big range, but not as big as a range I thought it was. All right, well, let's go and get some sand, and we'll put the rest of the sand down ourselves. That probably would work right there for sand also. There we go. So I don't really have any set goals other than, like I said, I think I probably should set a goal of getting up another garage up and going on this map. I think there are at least 3 in total. I don't have enough. That's why the worker, I always like the worker to put down the sand because the worker does a much better job than what I'm going to do of getting the sand down. That worker with a full truck of sand went about 2/3 of the way. I couldn't even get 1/3 of the way done. All right. Let me go flatten out the sand that's here so I can see where I need to put more down. I think I may have put a little bit too much down right at the beginning. You know what? I think I'm just going to go hire a worker because I barely put any sand down into this section. Let's put this over here. Get them turned around and, yep, we'll hire a worker. I'm very close to the garage. I'm probably going to try to drive the paver down here, although I think it's going to get stuck. But I'll give it a shot. You drive there. All right, let's get over to the pavers. Is that the only paver I got? I think so. So I don't want to have to use my service points just yet. I only got 9 of them. Of course, I could load it up on the semi-truck and bring it over, but I never had much luck with that. I'm terrible at that. So obviously putting down a road here as a job, a side quest, there's probably going to be a road that needs to go, or not a road, but a convoy that needs to go through there. Just don't get stuck in the sand. So I think I got at least 2 scrapers. I may actually have 3. I don't know if I got the rusted one and 2 brand new ones, but I may have 3 in total. At least we made it to the road with the paver. The paver can make it here. Of course, now the paver is got stuck there for a second, but I think it's free. All right, need to go back to here. And not only did the truck worker get all the sand down, they got plenty left over inside the dump truck. Might as well just go all the way through. This road's not that long. All right, let's get this out of the way and get a worker for the paver. And hopefully they don't get stuck anywhere. All right, we're gonna back up to the garage and get the roller. And like that, our first job of the day should be done. Hopefully. Maybe I'll see what we got for infrastructures that we've already accepted and see which one needs to go over this road. Looks like the paver made it to the other side already. As long as it turns green when I go through it, that means I got it rolled. Just going roughly right down the middle of it should be fine. $10,500 for doing that road? Easy peasy, nice and easy. All right, what do we have for infrastructure that needs to go there? Town base, which is where our base is from, to the water pump station. So from there, where is the... That's a long ways, man. Okay, I got another road I need to build here. That's probably what I need to get to this here. Probably got to build a bridge here. All right, so that's definitely not a road I'm going to be doing anytime soon. This is from steel pipes. This might be the one northwest tunnel to town base. Yeah, this is probably why we did that. So we'll start plotting this route here. Kind of go around the big rocks if we can. Of course, I will move those trucks right there. I mean, this road really wasn't that bad. should be just up and around like so. All right, so before we set those vehicles off, nope, over here, let's move. Let's move this one over here. Grab the paver. Park that there. Open request. Dispatch vehicles. And we'll do a ride along with the vehicle to make sure, because it's always good to see where they might get stuck. Are you on your own, sir? Do you have any friends that come along with you? It appears you do not. Are you going to get stuck here? Yes, yes you are. Alright, so I'll have to bring the dump truck over here and put some sand down here and just make a nice little road for it. Well, that took a full 10 seconds. Thank you. Takes a second for the game to realize that you have controls you may need to hit. Let me go grab some sand. So in the one spot I saw where I definitely got to put a bridge in. Do I have access? What bridges do I have access to? So we can do wood, concrete, and metal. Never. I've done one metal bridge, and after I found out it actually has an overhead to the bridge. Never again. We do have wood on this bridge, on this map, so that might be the best way to do it. I think there were trees there. I think I'll just drive through. And yep, going to get all the sand that I have. And see what I can do with it. Hopefully all these little rocks are not going to be a problem for that truck coming on through. Okay, back to sand flattening. I'm going to try to get these rocks over here. And these rocks over there. That big rock right here, that should already be out of the way. We'll just push it a little bit further. Not too far, because there is a road that goes down through there, and I might need that later. And now we got this big rock right here. Hopefully I can get this kind of a little bit of a rock right here out of the way. Okay, it didn't get out of the way, but we'll roll with it. Let's see, back to infrastructures, open request. Can I get in the vehicle, please? Thank you. Hello, Panther. Welcome. Your member star changed color. I think the colors just signify the length of time you've been a channel member. So you probably hit a milestone. I don't know the colors that well myself, so I know John's been a member since day one. So probably you hit over a year or the year marker. I think the colors go like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. Are you going to get stuck there? All right, I think for this route here, I don't know what trucks will follow it, but I'm going to grab the dozer. And we're going to go give these trucks an assist. Just to get the initial route done. I didn't think this route was going to be this difficult, but the trucks they are using. Apparently they don't have all-wheel drive, and they may not even have diff lock. All right, go back to here. Okay, I pushed them, but not in the best way. Now he's kind of hung up on that curb that's going through there. If I got to put asphalt all the way down through here because they decided to send it like one of the crappiest trucks. You're just going to get stuck on everything. Hopefully the trucks that come out after this are not the same ones. If they are, then I'm pretty much going to have to pave the entire route. Can't even get up this little bit of a hill. The reward for, well, once the regular route gets going, I will get concrete slabs, which is something I will need at some point, I'm sure. So 6,000 and 2,300 in experience. So the question is, yeah, it looks like it's the same exact truck. So these trucks are not going to get on through. In order to get this reward, I'm going to have to pretty much, I think it'll get all the way to where it's paved. But I'm going to have to pretty much lay sand down and pave this entire section for those trucks to even get up here, which is kind of sad, but I'm just going to let that go. If it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, I'll work on it later on. What I want to do is deliver the convoy to the quarry. That's doing the infrastructure. I thought I found the other bases, and we just got to deliver something to them. Or did I do that? I don't think so. That's a town base. It's a radio tower. Pumping factory, which needs material, which is fine. All right, so apparently I have not found the other bases. I thought I did. Steel beam facility needs concrete slabs and wood. That figures. Yeah, so this guy's going to get stuck in here. Well, the sand scraper's here, so I can lay a little bit of sand down. We'll have to start paving it, I guess. Oh, well, okay, wait a minute. This truck is, okay, that truck's not going to make it through. All right. I'll wait for this truck to go on through, although I don't think the other one's going to get on through. I may not actually have to pave it, but laying sand down and flattening it is something I will have to definitely do. Yeah, I haven't looked myself on the memberships, but again, I think it's 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year. And after the 1 year, I'm not sure if that color of the badge is going to change or not. But again, what do I know? So I got to do a little bit more exploring on this map because I thought I had a lot more side jobs to get done at the start today, but apparently not. Of course, it's been over a week since I've been on the map, so... But I definitely thought we found the other bases. I just got to deliver something to them. Hello, Kells. Welcome. Hope you had a good weekend. Appreciate you being here. Laying sand down on a sand map. Alright, now let's get the... Oh, where did I park that? Oh, way over here. The only place I like sand is at the beach. So before I get these trucks on the go again, I'm going to make sure that the route is going over the sand that we put down. Man, I could have sworn that I found the other bases and I just had to do something with them to get them going. But those quests don't appear to be there. I know there was an update to RoadCraft since the last time I played it, so I don't know if maybe that reset something. I like how I flattened out the sand, but yet the flippin' stones are not going anywhere. All right. Let's go back to infrastructure. Open request. Dispatch vehicles. So 6 concrete slab rewards remaining. They were getting stuck in here. We're going to let them go. See what happens. What is up here? That's under construction, steel beam facility. That's right. So I need trees. I wonder if there are trees up there. There's a radio tower up here. I think my scout vehicle is right here. Well, let's go this way and see if I can get up to that radio tower. Or at least go this way and see what's over here. There's a bridge going across that. So there's a bridge I don't have to build. I'm going to park this to the side. I'm going to go to get a different scout vehicle. This one in the sand is not the best. No, I need to be in a garage. Not that vehicle. Where is... Actually, you know what? There is a vehicle that I want. This one right here. This truck. The exploration radar for 21,300. It's part of the DLC, and I don't have it yet. So, yep, we'll go ahead and buy that. So, back to the garage. See how this one handles in the sand. So you can see the tracks we made with the other one. Yeah, this one is not doing that much better, but I think it is a little bit better. I don't know exactly what the radar does, but I mean, I know what radar does, but I'm not sure what this actually does in the game. How did that route fail? Just to get free concrete slabs, huh? Wait, communication tower repaired and ready? All they did was drive up here. Alright, so let's see what this does. A select waypoint. Activate Explorer. So I'm not really sure I know what we're doing. But apparently it finished. Now the radio tower obviously opened up more of the map. That's the tunnel that the route came from. We have a sand quarry over here. And I think we own that or have access to it. There's the bridge. Is this the edge of the map? That's the edge of the map. Is this the corner? That's the corner of the map. Boy, these roads look really rough going all the way around through here. So we got an abandoned building there. I'm not really sure I know what these buildings are going to be for, but looks like something I could build there. A yellow door usually means an infrastructure. All right, let me go back to infrastructures. Let's see if I get turned around here. Where did this fail? You failed there. Why did you fail over there? I don't know. Let me move this more over this way. Move you like there. You need to be moved more like right there. I'm just going to dispatch vehicles and see, hopefully by moving this marker over, I think the truck may have got a little bit too close to the edge and couldn't get back up on the road itself. So that is what we're going to do there. Oh, so it does say cement works. When I scroll out, this building is going to be the cement building. All right, so let me grab this truck here. And we'll go over that bridge. Get to the cement building, that way I can see what it needs. Yeah, we got to open up the map to see where things are. And hopefully find another garage. Actually, you can see the cement building from here. Actually, no, that's probably... Oh, this road... There is a bridge here, but guess what? We're not getting far. Trying to see if I can get around this mess. Well, I can kind of push that rock a little bit. All right, so I need a crane. All right, let's go to the town garage. Get over to the cranes. Might as well deploy the big boy. Hello, Miles. Welcome. Did I finish the port game? Well, for the current content that's there, yes. Am I going to be able to even deploy my anchors here? Well, I don't know if the anchors are deployed, but... And our route failed again. Because, why not? Is that the big rock? That is the big rock. Okay, so in hindsight, the biggest crane might not have been the best choice here, but it'll work. Did I like Doc? Yeah, it's a decent game. It's not, I would consider a challenging game, but there has a couple, you just have to kind of do things in order sometimes to get to the right containers. All right, so I'll have to see where the infrastructure failed again. But I want to get these rocks out of the way first. Is there anything in front of the truck, or no? That's everything. Why do we gotta have this many rocks? These aren't big rocks, but they're rocks nonetheless. Hello, Wayne. Welcome. Hope you had a nice weekend. That's as far as I can reach. Why? Who put all these rocks here, man? I don't mind a few, but this is getting to be a little bit too much. The reason why I'm trying to clear all the rocks, because there is a yellow door that's at the location that we're going to, which sometimes indicates an infrastructure route's going to go here, so... Alright, any more rocks I could reach from here? I think SnowRunner is a better game than Docked. I would say so too, but SnowRunner is more challenging, and maybe some people don't like that type of game. Now, let me go ahead and just park this over to the side. Let's get back into our scout vehicle. Our new scout vehicle. Yeah, still some rocks in the road, but deliver service vehicle to the quarry. New side objective. More rocks. At least we made it to which supposedly is going to be the concrete. New side objective: find and deliver the gas tank to the concrete plant. Let's go ahead and we'll activate the Explorer. So I don't know where those vehicles are at. Well, there's one vehicle. So which one is this one? Let's see. Deliver the vehicle to the quarry. It is this one, and you got to go up to here. I don't think I can get up that. Oh, just... Oh, but there's that bridge is out. If I were to come up there, then scooch through there, could I climb up that? Well, we'll just drive towards the marker. How about that? And see what happens. The heck was that noise? What? Was that a pterodactyl or what? Not sure what that's supposed to be, but whatever. Man, this sand is very soft sand. Trying to get over here where the grass is. I thought that would be more solid ground, but it does not appear to be for the most part. Whoever developed this side of the map had a passion for boulders. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, well, the crane's not too far, but well, we're kind of at the bridge. I said I would just go straight on through, but I think finally one of the boulders said, I'm going to get you stuck. Can I get out from underneath that boulder? Oh, I think I did. Yeah, so going up is not going to help me because I got to cross this bridge, which is not quite there. So I'm going to try to just go up through here, then up the cliff. Or do that. I mean, all right. The big crane is... No, that's that scout vehicle. Where's my big crane? The big crane's over here. Okay. What's the other one here? Let's track that one for now. Apparently it's down there, so let's go see. And it needs to be delivered up here. So let's hop back into you. And we're going to continue on the journey down through. Open up some more of the map. I think this map is going to be move boulders. Which I don't mind moving boulders, but after a couple minutes, I'm like, all right, let me drive and deliver something or whatever. Come on, get around these boulders. I mean, obviously, though, to deliver a gas tanker or whatever it is up here, I'm not going to get around the boulders with that. Looks like right now, if I were to spend time off camera at some point, coming on here, I probably could spend about an hour and a half, 2 hours right now just moving boulders. What do we have here? Power trip. I've heard you stumbled across what was once a power station. I use was deliberately here, since it currently resembles a piece of modern scrap art more than anything functional. But with some elbow grease, it could be our ace in the hole. Electricity in a disaster zone is precious as gold. Especially in our case, since we need it to power the water pumping station, not to mention our own operations. First things first, though, that building is beyond repair. You'll need to demolish it completely before we could even think about rebuilding. I know you're developing a special relationship with the demolishing equipment. Consider this your chance to take that relationship to the next level. Kelly. But there's the gas tank that we need to deliver. We got the perfect vehicle for that now. So while we are here, so does this scanner, I thought this scanner was going to like open up more of the map for us, and maybe it will, but I'm not seeing really where it does that. Oh, no, it does. I take that back. It does. All right, so this is the power plant that we have to get up and going at some point. Boy, to get the wrecking ball over here, that's probably got to be delivered by the semi-truck, because unless I find another base that's closer, this is the edge of the map here still. So the map is rather narrow. How long is the map? Oh, wait. Okay, so this is the map right here. So this map is not that big at all. It's just hard to get around. So if I do got I got all turned around. We got one base up here. I do hope we find a base somewhere down in this general area. All right, let me go ahead. I think I'm just going to go ahead and place a marker just here, just to let me know what direction I need to keep on going. Yeah, so let's see if I can find another base. In that general direction. I mean, there's a huge building up there. I'm not seeing any buildings in front of us. So I don't think I'm on... Oh, maybe I am on a road. I'm just taking pathways that look decent. Ooh, that's a radio tower up there, but that radio tower is going to need to get fixed. Alright, so this bridge is passable. Although the sand is making it so it's not. And looks like we got more boulders in the road. I forgot. I don't know what the name of this map is, but is it called Boulder Road? Because that's basically what we have here is just boulders and roads. And any infrastructure is pretty much, I better put some sand down. And I'm going to get stuck here. Oh, you are on a boulder. No. Oh boy. Well, let's throw on the scanner at least. Abandoned building over here, but I think that's the radio tower. Yeah, that's the radio tower. Alright, steel pipes. Main power substation. Oh, am I going to get free up from that rock? I think I did. Alright, so it's almost better off just not drive on the road here for as soft as that sand is. We'll go a little bit on the side. I may roll this over. Yeah, there needs to be another garage down this end. At least I hope there is. Ooh, what is this up here? Wait, this might be the substation. It's a tunnel, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tunnel. But this says garage on it. Mountain base. But it's not open. So what do I need to do to open up the mountain base? Well, that's a good question. All right, so we're here. Let's go ahead and we'll do the scanner once again. So I can't access the mountain base. I don't see the side objective for the mountain base. I wonder if it's where I got to get power to it. But that's for the steel pipes. So why... Well, that kind of sucks. Is there something for pour sand, town base to water pump, pour sand? Sand quarry to sand quarry, one-time route. Pipes. Steel pipes to water pump station. Well, whatever I need to do to get this mountain base open, I don't have the quest yet. But this does remind me. Let me get back to here. Why did you fail here? You failed at the pole. Well, I'm not sure why you failed at the pole, so I want to make you angle more. Angle more. And we'll dispatch them, see if... So before they got stuck there, this time they got stuck here. See what they get done there. Well, I guess I can continue on in this truck. I can see where I gotta build the road down here. We'll try to go to where the flag is. That should... We'll keep using the scanner. And then I'll try to get over here and reveal what this is. And maybe we'll find how to get the garage open. Wait, where's my flag? Is over that way. Okay. Well, so there is another base. I just don't know what we have to do to get it unlocked. But at least we're finding out about the map. Oh, actually, where I put my marker, looks like to be a... another building here. With some yellow doors, which usually means infrastructure route. Maybe this is the infrastructure route I need to get the garage open, possibly? Let the scanner do all the work. All right, so, yep, that's the corner of the map. That's the corner of the map. So, sand quarry there. Build the road. Okay, so we still don't know how to open up that garage. All right, let me go ahead and get rid of, delete that marker. Can't believe I got a marker right on that, but that was interesting. And I'm just going to go ahead and place a marker there, because if I drive to there and scan, that should reveal most of that area. Not saying that I can get to where that marker is, but... I'm going to stop here and just scan. I don't think I'll ever get that route. I mean, the initial route is done, but I can't seem to get that route to even complete one path. So, abandoned building. I need us to go back and I guess lay down more sand and make that path just a little bit more accessible for those wonderful trucks. Do we know what that building is? No, we do not. I don't think it's that one. Alright, since I'm here, I better go this way and we'll scan and then come back and go up the other road. What is this place going to be? Deliver heavy equipment to the vehicle repair station. I was trying to see if I scroll out what title it gave it for the town. Like that's a vineyard. Okay, so what did you reveal to us? That's a long road. Gotta pave this road here. I think that's one of the longest ones I've seen. So we almost got the whole map revealed. But again, I would like to find out what it takes to unlock that garage. Replacing those pipes out there looks like it'll be fun. Looks like another radio tower over there. Alright, so it didn't quite reveal everything. So, deliver to the convoy, deliver service vehicle to the quarry, vehicle repair station. Deliver object. Is that like a transformer? I think so. It doesn't say it unlocks the garage, though. Alright, so those are all the side quests I have. So I can see, like, the steel pipe power substation. I know with the cord there, that needs power. But the garage, yeah, I don't know what we need to do to that garage as of yet. Alright, let's get rid of this marker here, and I need to kind of place a marker like there. Although I don't know how I'm going to get there. I may just YOLO down through the canyon here. Am I stuck on these little branches? Nope, there might be a... Alright, so you can't just power through those, huh? Yep, I'm on that rock. So those little shrubs, this truck cannot go through those little shrubs, apparently. Alright, so a big scrap pile here. Looks like you hit a mother load if trash was gold, of course. Really, though, that massive dump site you wandered into is a potential gold mine of construction material. From my comfortable chair at HQ, I spy heaps of metal, concrete, rubble, and assorted debris that would make any true scavenger weep with joy. In a drought, trash is more valuable than treasure. This could be exactly what we need to complete our construction project. Start digging through those piles, but carefully, please. Tendonitis shots are hard to come by out here. Tetanus shots. I don't know what I said, but that's tetanus shots. Okay. All right, so getting through like that. Before I YOLO down this cliff, and if I roll over, I want to make sure I scan. I do see like a building over there. I don't know if that is going to be in range. Power substation. All right, what are the odds we end upright? Probably not too high. But we did. Okay. I'm pretty much just driving towards my marker because I put that in the center of the cloud or the fog. So yeah, I don't think I've gotten any other side objectives to figure out how to get that garage open. Yeah, but maybe I have to complete other jobs. Maybe I do have to get power to the substation, which will open up the mountain base. Concrete plant to the quarry. I mean, I was ready to say I don't have to complete the main mission to open up the... So I don't know. I do not know. So let me go back to infrastructures, because we started off today by paving this road for an infrastructure. And, yeah, I'm having issues of... Well, they made it around the corner of the pole there. I just don't know why these vehicles are not getting up the hill at this point. We'll move that there. I mean, they're getting closer, but come on, man. All right, we dispatched them. So I got that turned over. And the big crane is here. Let me go. I probably should have... Well, first off, put on your parking brake because you're rolling backwards. Let me just go ahead and mark where that is. No, I wanted to mark it. It's not what I wanted to do. Mark it. So at least I know where I'm driving to. Don't think I really have a good place to YOLO on down to the sand pit. Sure, let's go this way. Taking a break from farming. I did Farmer's Dynasty all last week. 40 hours of it. I mean, I do plan to do Farmer's Dynasty tomorrow, if that's what you're trying to get at. I'm hoping they have another update by then to fix a couple of things, but I don't want to get burnt out on the game in the first week. I can probably reach that from maybe the top of the bridge to upright that. I'm not sure those anchors are really anchors right now, but it'll do. And I was going... Yeah, actually I need to lift this up here. Why did I think... Oh, I came from there. I was trying to go through here and then up to here. So I can just actually just lift this up where I'm at. And that infrastructure failed again. Actually, let's rotate that. So this is not the job I currently got highlighted. So do I get access to the sand quarry? Which, you know, we got sand everywhere. So I'm thinking I might actually have to work on the power plant. Maybe. That's to the concrete plant. That's to the vehicle shop. So the power plant, I think I got to destroy to figure out what we need to build it. Do I want to get the wrecking ball out now? Is the wrecking ball under cranes? I don't know if there was an update to Farmers Dynasty today because I'm kind of focused on RoadCraft. Where is the wrecking ball under? I mean, it's not a scout. There it is. Deploy this. So we got a building right here. We're going to go up there and... Wait, where's the other one? We don't need this anymore. Here's our lovely sand road that we put down, but apparently those vehicles are having a hard time getting up here. I probably actually have to pave the road. So, might do that here in a second. Yeah, definitely don't want to be driving this crane all the way over to the power plant. Okay, I might not even be able to get up this hill. Yeah, you thought, oh, we got a building right next to the garage. Just go over there and smack that one around. Trying to go at an angle a little bit. Oh, might make it up here. Now we're going to lower this down a bit. And now we just go swinging. Maybe one more hit. Because that looks like I just got scrap metal from that. Got a couple more abandoned buildings here. Is there a way to... It says fold demolition ball. Unable to... I don't know. I have been able to fold this up. So I don't know what position everything needs to be in to fold this thing up. Fold crane. Space, it just keeps saying space is obstructed. How? I don't know. Okay, do I need to put this all the way down to fold? Every time I try to fold the ball or fold the crane, it just always says space is obstructed. So I'm not really sure how to fold it. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. And know when to walk away and know when to run. I have no idea how to fold the crane. All right, so anywho, like I said, we're having some trouble here with this convoy. So I think it's come to the point of let's just pave the road and see if they can get up there after that. I think the only thing I've accomplished so far in the 2 hours I've been streaming is we built this road. I mean, yeah, I have gone around the map and we revealed the rest of the map. Oh no, sorry, I did deliver the that truck to the sand quarry. That's right, we did that too. Do I want to pave this? I mean, they are getting through this section. It looks a little rough on the sand, so I think I'm going to start paving a little further up here. I don't really prefer any game over another. It's just my preference of the game I want to play that particular day. I mean, between RoadCraft and SnowRunner, I don't have a preferred one over the other. I mean, right now I prefer RoadCraft because this is the new content that came out just a little over a week ago. Although when it comes to paving or putting asphalt down, I don't prefer either one because it runs into this problem here. I have the same problem with Construction Simulator with the pavers. I don't get along with pavers in the game. Yeah, the games are different and similar at the same time. I mean, it's the same developer, so... I do hate the paving in this game, though. I don't mind the rolling. I don't mind laying down the sand and leveling the sand. It's the asphalt paving, which is just... I get stuck in this thing more times than not. I realize my sand isn't nice and flat. SnowRunner is more of a challenge than RoadCraft, I would say. Come on, turn to the right. Why won't you turn to the flippin' right? Oh, now you want to? Okay. That's why I always hire a worker to lay the asphalt. But you can't do that if it's not a side job. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how to open up the other garage. We found it, but I don't see a quest to do to unlock it. And it could be because I gotta finish another job to unlock something that will get it done. If that makes sense. But we may do this find and deliver the gas tank to the concrete plant. We know where it is. I just got to go pick it up and get it there. Might throw my controller less. That's true. The infrastructure routes are what get me. It's the trucks that they decide to send on some routes. It's like, why would you send that vehicle there? Now, putting down asphalt, I may have actually caused more problems than I solved. But hello, Lindsay. Hope you've been well and had a nice weekend. let's get the other side done. Are you kidding me? Did I just get stuck in that concrete block? Well, I mean, luckily we're really right at the garage. It's right there. So recover our vehicle. It's like I want to make that concrete slab the same height as the back of a steamroller, so if they were to back up, it's going to get hung up on that. And I just have the feeling the way this route is going on this infrastructure, I'm going to dispatch the vehicles and they're still not going to be able to get up this hill. All right. Infrastructure. Yes. I don't. They'll fall off somewhere. All right. Town base. I need to get... Is that under trucks? Do I have one that I never bought the in-store one, so we'll just deploy this. I do not get along with this truck, so that's why I never bought. This is the rusty one. The one you get for free. But I have yet to buy the one from the store. Camera mode, strap mode, toggle ramp. All right, so can I get this? Let's delete that marker. Can I get this? On those ramps. Again, I would love to fold up this crane, but for some reason just keeps saying I don't have any space. Unable to restore the module to its original position. Space is obstruction. I don't get it. Do I need to put this to the side of the tracks, maybe? Yeah, so that's going forward to the left. That's the front. Again, I have it all the way up. I'm going to lower it all the way again just to try it, just to be sure. Yeah, either one I try, it just says there's no space. So I'm just not sure what I need to do with this crane to fold it. So I guess we're going to go down, and our vehicle failed wherever it failed. I'm almost at the point I don't care about the concrete slabs I would get for the reward. I mean, it'd be nice to have them, but I'm kind of getting flustered with that route. Just because I'm curious, where did you fail? You failed there. I don't know how you failed on this side when I got you going as far over to the right as possible. I might be throwing my controller soon. And this is why I don't like this truck, is getting tracked vehicles up on this ramp. Because they always just slide right off. I really don't want to have to drive this all the way over to the power plant. Well, we got it on the truck. Strap cargo. I don't know if it's strapped or not. Hello, Matt. Welcome. You just completed the map 100%. I'm basically just got on it. I'm probably at 20% now, and things are not going too well. For one, I can't figure out the folding of the crane, because every time I try to fold the crane, no matter what position I put that in, it just says, do not have the space to fold the crane. The crane or the wrecking ball. So we're going to travel it with it in this position, because why not? Am I not going to get up the hill here? Oh, you're not going to get up the hill because guess what? Your batteries just went dead in your controller, which you have not changed in about a month. Alright, just replacing the batteries here. Take me just a second. Alright, let's try that again. So right now I'm headed over to the power plant because I got to demolish that building so I can build it, as one does. I don't think I'm going to get there in one pass with this because there are a lot of boulders in the road. I got some of the boulders cleared out, but not all of them. And again, I am not a fan of this truck at all. That's why I never purchased it from the store. I don't think we have found a construction depot on this map. So buying material, building material, don't think that's going to be an option. But I think that's why what Kelly said when I found the scrap heap, that's going to be a very key for us. That wrecking ball is this going? I don't know how the physics are currently working in the game, but that wrecking ball is probably messing with our ability to get over these roads a little bit. And am I going to get stuck on this? Alright, so I didn't get far. I mean, we basically got from that building over there to here. Let me let gravity pull us back down a little bit. Maybe just starting a low gear and going up the hill will do it, but I don't think so. Oh. A little bit further. Nope, not going to get farther than that, I don't think, with the way this road currently is conditioned. Alright, well, I'm not having much luck getting around this map today. Right now I'm just trying to get this truck kind of off to the side a bit. All right, let's oh yeah, one thing after another. Not the Trailblazer, not that. It's not the Veron. Where's that? I don't remember the name of that new truck. I got it. Is it under cranes? It's under cranes. It's on the south center of the map. It's an abandoned building. I don't know what you're referring to, Matt. I got the map revealed. I've been around the map. I know where the power plant is. It's up here. But let me go, because I got to clear this road out with the rocks and stuff anyways. And we'll make our way over to where the gas tank is. We'll get that delivered to the concrete plant at least. Oh, the construction depot, south center of map. Oops. South center, banding building. Oh, it might be... Oh, it might be this building here. I didn't quite get it uncovered. But obviously it needs power. Hopefully I left myself some room to get around this truck. Looks like I got enough room. Yeah, I'm just trying to see how that truck I was trying to bring the crane over on, how is it going to fare going through here? I can see loads of problems. Any more in the road? That's fine on that side. Let's move forward a little bit. Hello, Bald Truck. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday and had a nice weekend. Let's go ahead and put down the anchors. I don't need to be tipping over just because I was foolish enough not to do so. Okay, so the road to the concrete plant is somewhat free of boulders. So I have a feeling, even though the map is somewhat small compared to the other maps that we've been on, it's going to take a while. Especially when it comes to this crap. This truck can probably get through all this, but for future stuff, not so much. It's a big rock, but it's moving it. Can I grab? Yes, I can grab that one. Why is that cable obstructed? Was that rock in the way? Must have been. Oops, I did not want to put down that. Again, like I said earlier, I don't mind some boulders in the road, but this map has quite a few. Can't get to that one up there? Alright. Trying to move some smaller ones in front of the truck, but they don't seem to want to attach to those. It's one of those things, I gotta, you know, I might as well take care of them now while the crane's here. I shouldn't, you know, as they would say, half-ass it, because then I gotta bring something back to move them later on if I want to. So let me get these over on this side of the hill. That way they roll down. Hope there's not like a road down at the bottom of this ravine that these rocks may roll into. Although I probably could have brought over the dozer with a blade on it. I don't know how well that would move rocks. It kind of works okay sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Really? Still can't reach that rock? Is that rock not a movable one? Okay, I guess not. Alright, let's travel another 10 meters and move more rocks. Like I said earlier, someone had some fun placing boulders on this map. It's almost like they had a quest as a developer of putting down 1,000 boulders. Why won't you attach to this boulder? Trying to get the one right in front of the right front tire, but apparently that doesn't exist. It moves though. All right, whatever. I'll just push it out of the way with a truck then. Oops. Had a rock. There we go. That needs to be moved. Hopefully after I get these boulders out of the way and just in front of us, we got a ways to go before we got any more or don't have any more for a little bit. That'd be nice. And the fun part is, I gotta go all this way with that truck and the crane on it to this side. Which is gonna be fun. Fun, fun, fun. Guess I can't pick up that couple of rocks in front of us, so heck with it. Oh no, look, right around the next corner. More boulders. Still 381 meters away from our destination. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I can grab that one, and I can grab the other one. Just I was going too fast with the buttons. I'm just going to move that one over to the side. Wow, I've gone more than 10 meters without having to pick up a boulder. Hooray. Uh, let's see how far I can get now. I was trying to push that one over a little bit. Not sure which is still the proper way to get in here. Last time I went this way with a scout vehicle, so I'm just going to do the same with this. And this is where I need to bring that crane to. And I'm not sure, unless I figure out how to fold that crane is not going to come through there. That's going to collide with that. I guess I can just come. Yes, that would loop around and I can come in here to there. So that's, well, can I? Yeah, well, I'll worry about that when I get the crane this far, and that's going to take a task and a half for me to get it this far. All right, strapped in. And I'm just going to go out the way I came in because it seems to work. Probably take me 2 seconds and I'll roll over. At least we know most of the boulders are out of the road. Try to punt this one to the left side a bit when I go past it. There we go. don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything today. I mean, we are, but I don't feel like that I am. I think I kind of need to go up here. Unstrap. Yeah, at least we got that done. All that for XP, which does me no good. But the job is done. But now I can see what the concrete plant needs to be, what it needs for it to be built, right? Steel beams and, well, wood is what it needs. That did not open up any more side jobs to do. And of course we got that main job to do. Infrastructures, I got a lot of pipes to replace. Oh yeah, pour sand there. That's kind of a ways off. We also got a road here that I need to build. Where did this infrastructure fail this time? I've yet to get anything up here. It keeps failing at that corner. I don't know how they're getting in that corner where I'm trying to get them to go around further. I may have to see what's going on with these trucks at this point. Because I've been kind of just sending them off every time I fix the road, fix the route. Well, I say fix the route, change it. And I'll say, well, let's see what happens. So I think this time I gotta watch it and see what happens. We got the initial route done. This is just to get the bonus slabs. And yeah, my road going up there, I put sand down, that didn't do it. Then I paved it, and the paving job didn't go that well either. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to, at this point, get the crane over to the power station to demolish it. To see what I need to get that built. I do see I got an email from Saber Interactive about RoadCraft. I'll have to... Maybe I should read it now to see what it's all about. Alright, so that's not going well there, but well enough. Alright, so they're getting back on the asphalt. Going straight down the center. This could be throwing them off a bit because, yeah, I thought there was all sand there, but it wasn't. But that's not doing it. Alright, so right there they're getting stuck in the sand, but is that causing them to get... Now they get right back on the asphalt. Okay, so I see. Okay, so they are getting around the corner, but what they're doing is they're backing up. And that's why it looks like they're going that far over. Alright, so if I put some sand down there, level it out and pave it. Yeah, you're not going to get out of that. I know what you're capable of, and you're not capable of doing that. That email shouldn't be about that it's available because that's a different email. The email that I got in that inbox is for developers and publishers to contact me. Although it could be the same email. Maybe they're just reaching out to me and didn't know I'm playing on it, but who knows? Could be the same thing. The way my day is going, I can't get anything right. And, yep, I was kind of hoping I could get through there, but that's a little bit too much. Should have backed in. Should have known better. I may just do the sand and not pave it. There you are. I'm guessing more likely the email is going to be about just a survey of, you know, how am I liking the expansion? Because I usually get those after a DLC comes out from them. I will voice my opinion about all the flipping boulders on this map. There is quite a bit. Alright, it's not that far. I think I can get down here with the paver. I think. Because I want this to be the time we're actually going to truck up here. But that, you know. I mean, if you've been here for the past 3 hours, I mean, I got this road, well, not this road paved, but the infrastructure road paved down there. And it's been nothing but trying to get a truck up here after that. I don't think I've ever tried to pave over pavement before, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. I still think the corner just right there just went over it. That may be a problem. The 16th time will be the charm. Probably won't get that out of there, but we're right next to the garage, so whatever. Still don't have high hopes at this point for this convoy getting up to the garage. Probably should have fixed that little dip there, but they were getting through that. Alright, hold on to your butts and we'll see see if they can get through that corner. And of course we'll go along for the ride. if I gotta pave a lot of roads, I don't mind doing the sand roads. It's the asphalt paver. When I use it, I get stuck quite a bit. If I just gotta put sand down and level it out to get through in a lot of areas, I'm fine with that. So yeah, this map is, size-wise, it's small, but until I get the infrastructure roads and all that up and going, it's going to be a little while on a rough start. I mean, I could just follow up these trucks and just push them up if I have to, but don't get stuck there. Thank you. Well, yeah, I probably should have fixed the route right here where they're going in this little part of the ditch. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about this corner up here. Yeah. Yeah, this corner is kind of narrow for what they're doing. And also they may get stuck here as well. Okay, wait a minute. He's actually moving forward, which is, I was not expecting that. I think another truck will be coming along here soon. Yeah, but that's as far as you're going to get, right, buddy? These trucks are not capable of doing too much on their own. So, yeah, I need to lay down some sand in this corner and pave it, so they get around the corner better. Let's just go ahead and cancel the route. It's this marker here. Move that a little bit over here so they won't. Actually, let's add a waypoint and put it there. That way they're not going in that ditch. I may have put a little bit too close to that ditch now, so we'll just do that. We know they're getting around that corner. Yeah, this corner is just a matter of, well, if I add a waypoint here, maybe if I did this, that'd be good. And there, and I'll give it one more shot for today, and that if they don't make it today, then that'll be it for them trying. So I got to get the crane down to the power plant. I'll probably try to do that off camera at some point. Where I kind of got stuck going up that hill. If I fill in some sand and level it out, That may help me get up there, but that's still quite a long ways to go from where I stopped and where I got to get to the power plant. And that's just to demolish the building to see what I need to build it. And then once we get power, I can start running power to places. Because we got like 5 or 6 buildings that require power. But I just don't feel like I accomplished a whole lot today, even though we got the map revealed. Let's see, I got this road that we're currently on. This was part of the infrastructure. We got the initial route of this done. We got the tank delivered, and we got a truck delivered to a sand pit. And that's, and a lot of working on getting these trucks up to the garage. Every time I see these trucks, I just go, why? Why do we got these type of trucks in the game? I know to make it more difficult and challenging and whatnot. Alright, so I kind of added a plot destination here, so it should not go in that ditch, I hope, which it does not, so that's alright. Last time we made it around the corner. Alright, we added a couple of waypoints here, so let's see what this does on this corner now. It did a lot better, but without diff lock. Almost made it around the way it is. And once you start backing up, fella, you're just going to go more and more into the ditch. So yeah, they're not going to get out of that. Still have to work on that as well. Work, work, work. So yeah, currently for objectives, I got the main mission, which I think there's only one, and right now I got 2 side missions. Deliver the heavy equipment to the repair station. So I could go pick that up and deliver that, which is not that big of a deal. I could use a truck that I delivered that tanker on. Yeah, I'm guessing to get this mountain base open over here, it's probably got to run maybe power over to here. But it doesn't say to get the garage up and going. I don't even have a side mission for it, so I don't know. Is it under infrastructure? Probably. Got a lot of replaced pipes and plan route. Wait, what is this? That's for steel pipe power substation. If I open that up, yeah, it doesn't say the reward is 6,000 and get the garage. Let's see here. That's to the water pump station. That's part of the main quest. That poor guy is still trying. Yeah, I was ready to say it. I wonder if that guy would get to that guy in time to push him, but no. I mean, that still needs to be worked on, so that's currently where we're at. Let's go back to the hub, and I just want to see. I think I was like at 17 or 18. Well, actually, maybe it was only 11%. I forgot what it was. See how far we are. Also want to see how many side missions there are and infrastructure routes there are on this map. And also got to get the name of the map right. Summer Drought. I'm actually up to almost 30%, which is odd. The Autumn Collapse map, we do got the main quest done. We got like 5 or 6 side missions to do on that one. But yeah, that's where we currently are. So if I click on this, we got 26 side missions, 15 infrastructure requests, and 1 main objective to do. So, yep. I mean, 30% done on the map, I guess, is... I'm going to look at it as a positive side of things. But I think that's where I'm going to wrap up for today, just because it's been kind of it's been a rough day, a little bit. And I do want to, I streamed quite a bit last week. And yesterday I wasn't really home because of Easter, so I was out visiting family. So I want to take a little time off this afternoon and this evening and kind of just chill out. I will be back tomorrow streaming Farmers Dynasty 2. Hopefully they have another update to fix a couple of things. Not that it's stopping us from what we're doing there, but getting a couple things taken care of, and that would be kind of cool. I did release an episode of Shamburgo for Farming Simmer 25 earlier today, and also yesterday, in case you missed it, I did have an episode of American Truck Simulator that went out as well, where we traveled from British Columbia, Canada, back down into Idaho of the U.S. But yep, that's going to wrap it up for today. I appreciate everyone being here on a Monday. Watch me do some RoadCraft. It was kind of a, like I said, we got things done. A little bit of a struggle, but we did progress. May not seem that way, because that's the way it feels, but we did progress a little bit. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. Like always, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a good Tuesday, and hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. But until then, have a good one.